If you're following the build on this Ranchero, you'll know that recently I went through the effort of installing a Hydroboost setup. In this video, I'll be explaining why I'm moving away from the Hydroboost to the manual master cylinder setup. But first, let's take a look at the Hydroboost setup. And as I'm showing you that, I'll kind of talk through a little bit of why I'm changing it. One thing that I am trying to achieve on this car is a very clean look, especially on this firewall that's flat. But what you can't see right now is all the plumbing that is required. We have a power steering line that goes here, we've got one that goes here, and then we've got one that goes here. And all that gets tied into the power steering plumbing. So if you can imagine all the tubing and hoses that need to come up here, back down here, I want to keep that kind of clean. And I also had a viewer tell me that their serpentine belt broke and they lost their brakes because, you know, we're running off the power steering pump to provide power to the Hydroboost. There was also another gentleman that works on diesels, and he told me that I would probably have a difficult time keeping up with the leaks, and I really don't want leaks on the car any more than I need to deal with. With all that being said, I started looking into alternatives, and I came across this Wilwood with the 7/8 bore, 7/8 inch bore, and it is meant to be coupled with a certain pedal ratio, and I'll show you the pedal that I'm going to be using. So here's the pedal assembly. I believe this is like a 7-to-1 or 6.5 or something to 1, and I think we need to be around 6 in order to perform well. The pedal also helps me because here I was just dealing with the factory Astro linkage and stuff like that. So what I want to do now is remove the Hydroboost, and then we're going to start mocking up this. I'm hoping some holes line up here. I know I'm going to have the 4 holes in the 4 corners that are going to be either need filled in or something, but hopefully where the master cylinder penetrates the firewall, it's not too big of a hole that we can't work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get you set up on tripod. We might do a time lapse. We'll get this removed. It really is just 4 nuts back here, and then it'll come right out. If you're at all interested in how I was able to get this on the firewall, I made my own custom, well, I designed my own custom brackets and had Send make them. But if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description for the video where all this came together. There we go. There's the old. All right, this is the part that kind of concerns me. I'm a little concerned about the size of this hole right here. At first look, this hole is significantly smaller than this hole, but not worried just yet. This is what matters the most, I think. And that will be that the distance from here to here is smaller than that, hopefully. So what I want to do is measure it to start with. So I'm going to check this hole. So this hole measures almost exactly 2 1/8. Well, not almost exactly, pretty close. It's about 10 thou over. So now that we have this measurement, I'm going to lock it in, and we'll see. Okay, so we're actually going to fall within. Makes me happy. What I'll do is set this up here. We'll mark these holes here, It sure would be nice to have a template, and maybe there is one. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at for the finished product. So I'm pretty excited about that. This looks a whole lot better than what we just had on here. Once we have these holes here, this should just mount up to it, and then it'll go together like this. We'll bolt them together and we should be in good shape. But I want to see how this fits inside under the dash. It's going to be kind of hard for you to see. Luckily I still have this access right here that I can come in from the kick panel. Show you what I'm looking at here. Here we're all the way up against the cowl. But on this side, got you zoomed in. But on this side, everything looks pretty good. And actually, instead of filling these holes in, I could grind the paint off and plug weld that right there. That'd be amazing. So I might need to do some thinking here. If we have interference, I might just take some material off this top edge. Curious about this pedal and how that's going to work once I have my foot in there. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to mark these holes and maybe I'll get them drilled. But I am kind of liking the way this is turning out. Maybe everything will be just fine. And I think I could even do some welds here. Flatten them, put that in. I think we might be in good shape. So let me do some thinking. I'll come back once I've got my thoughts figured out. And I'll probably have a couple holes in the firewall before I come back. Just wanted to show you what I'm doing to prepare to mark the holes. I've got this pedal assembly clamped to the firewall, and we can see by our reference line we are pretty close to straight up and down. I think I might need to adjust it slightly, but it's really super close. So what I'm going to do is mark the two horizontal holes. I'm going to mark them, drill them, and we're going to fit the master cylinder to this, run some through bolts, and see how it fits. Here, if you look closely, you can see that I made some pilot holes. Those are just 1/8 inch holes. I'm going to go ahead and open those to accept a 1/4 inch bolt. It'll be a 1/4 20. So when I make a hole like this with a unibit, I like to come back from the other side and dress it up so that it is a little bit tapered, kind of like what you may or may not be able to see here. Okay, we're going to see if our holes line up. And for this mock-up, I am going to use some wing nuts just to see how things go. All right, we're gonna wing nut started. Wish me luck. Well, it's held in place. We can get some more stuff on this other side. All right, so essentially this is what it's gonna look like. If you think about what we started with, this is a whole lot better aesthetically. So in here, I'm gonna do a little more work to get the pedal assembled and just try to get everything set up here. But we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. My concern that I had up here, I think we're gonna clear. I did try to cheat this down just a little bit, and I think it gave us enough clearance to deal with what we got. So let me get the pedal in place and we'll get the clevis mounted on here too. At the beginning of this video, I wasn't really sure how we were gonna end up as far as the fabrication part, but I'm pretty happy to land where we are. I'll go ahead and show you once we got everything mocked up how everything is going to look. Obviously this is not 100% in stone, but we are very close. From out here, I was a little concerned about these 4 holes and thought I was going to have to fill those in. My plan is to get all the paint off of the bracket on the other side. I'm going to plug weld that so it's permanently mounted to the firewall. You can see the proportioning valve is in place. Here you can see the pedal assembly is in. And another important thing is the pedal travel. So we want to make sure that it doesn't bottom out on the firewall, and it doesn't. So I think we're in really good shape here. At this point, I think the next video is going to be disassembling the firewall, the floor pans, all that stuff. And then I think we are ready to start welding everything in permanently. And then we can move on to some bigger and better things. If you've been following the build, I appreciate it. If you want to continue to follow it or you want to catch up, I'll have a link in the description to the playlist for the Ranchero. And if you have any questions, put those in the comments below. Thanks for watching.